Hello, this is John Griffiths here to welcome you to our first assignment on the online research component of the course. The reason when I wanted to do an introduction to what we're going to be covering off this week is that you may think that with so many techniques to talk about that we should dive straight into online research and start to look at it technique by technique. That's not the way I want to do it on this course for a very simple reason. The rate of innovation and the growth in new techniques is such that there are techniques which will be available after this course, which don't exist now, literally within a year. And there are techniques which will become out of date. And so it seems much more important to introduce to you the broad parameters of research so you understand how to evaluate and use each new methodology as it comes up. That's the first thing, just to explain why we're therefore making, in some ways, quite a slow beginning. Second thing is just to explain why I've chosen the case study, which is for Gadget Shop. Now, Gadget Shop is a brand, a high street brand of stores which went into liquidation a couple of years ago, and an acquaintance of mine, Gary, bought it. Now, Gary already runs a successful chain of toy stores. He already had an online business, and so what he did was to buy a warehouse. He already had his warehouse and his ordering system, and he has somehow to turn a group of Gadget Shop customers and a brand name into a brand that he could do something with. So basically the challenge I've got for you this week for each of your groups is to say, if you're going to do research, what kind of research would you commission? I mean, what would you do with it? And I'm hoping, looking forward to looking at your work in a week's time, but I'm hoping that just gives an introduction to what we're going to be covering off this week, how we use research, and thinking much more broadly about it than what's the right method. Talk to you next week.